Look at that. Live at last. Okay. That's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So I've got to remember. I'll be watching the beginning of this back later to make sure it's okay. Don't know about the audio, but that's fine. But this gets me working on my painting challenge, and it enables me to get a video up in quicker time, without having to render it and all that stuff. So, wow, it's been 13 days since the last live stream. But I've had videos that I've had in the bag, so that's good. Just setting up my live. Yeah, there you go. Ah, there he is. Just setting me up on the other screen. Right, so I'm working on my painting challenge. Got a cup of coffee, so that's good. Right, no one's joining me yet, and that's fine. I have one watcher, it would seem. That's good. Welcome, whoever you are. Just getting settled in, ready for some hobby time. Because I gotta get this painting challenge done, don't you know? And at this stage of the game, I'm just coming to the bench and thinking, what the heck was I doing last time? Oh, by the way, I've added a dwarven pugilist to my. It's not added to the painting challenge, but he's on the bench, so he's here, ready to go. And I could pop him on a holder like so, couldn't I? That would be cool. That'd be really cool. So I've had. Where shall we start? Where do I know where to begin? Where to begin? I've had the busiest week of my life since I started the job I'm at now, and I've been there nearly 2 years now. Busiest week of my life. And the reason for that is due to staff shortages in the form of sickness, holiday, maternity leave. You add those all together, and I've been the only one there for a couple of days, and that was pretty stressful because work just piling up, It's easy to say just take things one job at a time, but when you got people, saying, oh, where's my stuff, when's this going to be done, and phoning you and emailing you and messaging you and setting up them new meetings for you to attend, to give them updates and things, it's just like, I don't know where the heck I am. Oh well, never mind. Anyway, just safe to say, work has been very busy. Right, I've got my pugilist, dwarven pugilist, so cool. Came in 2 parts. Not what I was expecting, but I don't know, I saw him, I thought, yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool, right? Just needs a little bit more tidying up, but he's not why I'm here. The reason I'm here is for my painting challenge. And the 2 things that are furthest on, I think, in my painting challenge are my dwarfen fire giant, like so. Lights. I've got loads of lights, but he looks so much better in natural light. You can't see. Well, anyway, so him. And of course my Yeti. Better if I hold him with that hand. No, I'm still not done with him yet. I mean, if the painting challenge was ended now, I could say, yeah, he's done, he's good, or I'd be happy with the result. I put him on the table during an RPG session or whatever, and say, yeah, there's my suspension of disbelief. There's a mountain Yeti for him to, come across. I'll work on the skin, but that would work for me. You know, I'd be like, yeah, okay. But my cultist and Abaddon needs a lot of work. He needs a lot of work. It's just knowing where I want to be, you know, where I want to carry on with him. I might have a box for him somewhere. Oh, yeah. Do bear with me. Sorry, I'm reaching to get a box. Oh, Black Dice Gaming. Limited afternoon to you, sir. Welcome. Got it. I've got the box. Yes. So hello one and all. It is I, Mini Warzone, and we are here to progress with my painting challenge. Hopefully, that's the plan. That's the plan. Well, I don't know about you, but I tend to leave, when I finish my sessions, I tend to leave on my desk things that will help to remind me what it is I'm supposed to be doing next. And on my desk appears to be a load of browns and my sort of temporary painting palette. So I'm guessing that's to do with him. Browns. So I need to work on his fur around and keep working on his skin. And I think Doomble Brown was the one I was yeah, that's the one I was dry brushing and highlighting his skin with before. So I'm looking for a suitable next sort of upgrade to Doomble Brown. Now, well, Mornfang is a good candidate, so maybe that one. And then Scrag, and then Deathclaw. I think so. So those three would go quite well as a highlight, I think. Temporary painting palette, because I'm so lazy I can't be bothered to clean it, so I'll just chuck it away when I'm done. Right, but fur, and that'll come in the form of brown. My browns, my other browns, I've got some fur ones that do actually. Which I got a long time ago. Just trying to find. The trouble with these bottles is they're all similar shape. So I'm trying to look through browns. Not easy. Not easy. Not easy at all. Where are you? So do forgive me, I'm just trawling through here. Oh yeah, work. That's fine. Black Dice Gaming. Got to shoot because he's at work. Well, I will be showing my progress. Looking forward to seeing my progress later. I will be showing it later. Yes, of course. Have a good day. Rest of your day. Aha, here's one. Here's another one. Tan leather. Yeah, it's not very interesting watching me look through my paint collection, I've got to say. Professionals, see, would have done all this beforehand. That's not me. Not yet. Not yet. Oh my goodness. Right. Trying to find some cool paints that I can put fur, get a fur effect with, you know. I think they might work. Right. What colour is this one? Cobalt scale, charred brown, intense brown, and tanned leather. I'll try the charred brown, intense brown, and tanned leather. Root. Okay. Not a problem. For anybody who is sticking around, I suggest you get yourself sort of mini Warmutt here. Hey, Brian, how's it going? Yeah, driving to work. I love all the different time zones and things that's happening here. Driving to work, hey? Well, you have yourself a safe journey. You've got far to go. Well, I'm not asking you to start typing, whilst you're driving or anything, but I was just thinking out my thoughts there. I wonder if you have far to drive. Oh, if I was to drive into work, because as some of you know, majority of my work is done from home. If I was to drive into work, it would take me about an hour and a half, I suppose. Drop my lid. That is irritating. Right, cool. Some of these really do need a shake. It's 8:10 in the morning there. Wow. Wow. I think this needs a bit more of a shake. Yeah, I'm done for the week. I was just saying, what a heck of a week it's been for me. Let's just say, this past week has seemed like a long year. Yeah, it seemed like a long year this week. It's for we're short-staffed anyway. For a couple of days, it was just me dealing with the documents on our team for all the different projects. I know you doesn't mean anything to me. I don't know what you do. Basically, I've got to be careful because I had to sign the Official Secrets Act and all that, so I can't talk about my work too much, especially on platforms such as this. Let's just say I deal with documents. I'm a TQDM. That stands for Technical Quality Documentation Manager. Basically, I just push documents around from one place to another, approve things, reject things, make sure they're correct, so that a project can complete in a, what's the best way of describing it, in a proper fashion, following due process. Does that make any sense? No, it doesn't to me either. Anyway, that's pretty much all I can say. But yeah, that's what I do. But if you say it's not stressful, that's a lie. Okay, I've got my base coat done, and this is all for your painting challenge, sir. So working to get stuff done for your painting challenge. So putting a drop of Lamium medium into my makeshift palette to thin down the paint so I can maintain flow, because the water will make it run too much, I find. Right, I really should have emptied and refreshed my water pots before I started, but that's okay, that's okay. As I said at the start, not professional here at all. Okay. Right, so fair time. What brush shall I use? I think I'll use Tri-Grip Detailer size 1. There we go. So that's what I'm going to be doing. All these lights here, yeah, it still seems dark. And I've got the natural light from the window. So do forgive me. I see that's a bit better actually. Strange angle. Strange angle, but it works. Well, there you go. Yeah, so I'm glad this week so well, and I really have felt it this week. I don't know. I've been wondering whether I've been coming or going this week, and it's all due to staff shortages. If all the staff were in, there'd be a lot of us on the team. But we've got staff shortages due to maternity leave, sickness, and holidays. So it's not easy. You gotta have you can't. I mean, you can plan for holidays on your team, but you cannot plan for sickness and stuff like that. So yeah, it's difficult, but it can't be helped. But man, has it been busy? So busy. But I mean, that's good, right? You know, the fact that you've got loads of work on, and don't get me wrong, I'm very grateful to have the work. It's just been hectic, and that tires me out. I mean, I start at 7 in the mornings, and by 3 o'clock I am shattered. I mean, I finish at, well, on my shortest days I finish at 3:15. Yeah, there we go. But there's always someone in, covering the main hours and that. I mean, the beauty of my job is, I could start earlier, finish earlier, work on if needed, get my time back, or you see, I can claim it as overtime, or I can have it as flexi time. Personally, I prefer flexi time, given the choice. I know others out there prefer the money overtime, but to me, time is the new money. You can't buy time. Home with your family. I mean, summer is the best, especially here. So I've been up. I've fed Sandy today, and he's all good to go. So I thought, you know what? Because we got a daughter up this weekend. My daughter and my wife are downstairs right now. They're watching movies together and that. So I thought, you know what? Let's use this opportunity to work on my painting challenge. Like so. The light really does not do him justice. I promise you it doesn't. Ah, there you go. There's so much to do here. Still, get all the base colours blocked on, and that's good, right? Yeah. Wow. Still got loads of little details to do here. It's knowing what to do in what order. Don't want to make a mess, you see. Don't want to make a mess. Well, while he is drying, I think about my next plan of attack. Let's have a look. Any comments here? Ah, yes, get after it, Pete, says Mini Warmutt. Yeah, I'm getting after it. Proud of it says, hi from Europe. Will you continue your solo Middle Earth RPG series with the dwarves someday? Yes, yes, I will. Yes, I will. I came across the books the other day when I was sorting through, because since that was made, I've moved. So although I'm in, and I've been here a year now, you know what it's like. When you move, sometimes you're packing up boxes from one attic and taking it to the next, and without actually unpacking it. But you know, the hobby stuff. I came across the books the other day. That's a start. Um, I think I might know where the character sheets are for that, because to be honest, I'd like to know what happens in that story myself. I'm really curious, and the fact that I leave it all to solo RPG tools to decide what happens or what guides the direction and flow of the story, that's really cool to me. So I am curious as to how that would end. You know, I really am. It didn't help. I got really poorly at the end of that, and took me ages to get any energy back again. You know, it takes a lot of energy to do those, but I will do them again. Yes, and other ones as well. So fear not, they will return. They will return. I'll be doing the Middle Earth stuff for role playing. I'll be doing D&D role playing stuff. I'll be doing Call of Cthulhu, maybe Blade Runner, definitely Alien, and maybe there's some other sci-fi stuff as well. I don't know, and possibly even Forbidden Lands or stuff like that. Some other fantasy stuff too. I just love all that stuff. Love it to bits. Oh, I know what I could do while I'm waiting. The base of Abaddon. I need to put a wash. Oh no, I did a wash on it, didn't I? Aha! Well, in that case, I could do a dry brush on it. Could do. Let's try some intense brown. This will give me a good idea for how it's going to come out on him. If I do that on the base of Abaddon, oh dear me. Well, it's been a good day. So, I mean, yesterday I finished work and our daughter arrived, and we had a couple of drinks and watched a movie and that kind of thing. And ordinarily on a Friday, after work, end of the week, I would have probably done something like this yesterday. But I was just so tired from work. The week really took it out of me. Do you know, I have to get myself a paint shaker, one of those proper ones. Oh, God. You need put it in a drill bit or something, like, and spin it round. Oh, I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, nice. Yes, I will. I will get around to it. I will do it. I just need to find my mojo again. I'm poorly at the moment, actually. Not in terms of, I feel bad, but congested. All around here, my ears and nose. I had a really bad cold and cough Christmas time, actually, typical, and a chest infection and all the other great stuff that goes with it. And it's left me all congested and quite deaf, quite hard of hearing. So if I'm shouting, I apologise. Do apologise for that. Right, let's test this out. Let's see how we're going. It's a bit watery, but I wonder if it's too watery. So I've got some on my brush here. Okay. The moment of truth. Moment of truth, my friends. Yeah, it's working, but do I like the colour? I don't know. I just don't know. Honestly, I don't. Well, there you go. We went out for breakfast this morning. And the weather here is windy. So it's not raining, so that's good. It's not sunny. But it is windy. Very windy. I thought my hat was going to blow off at one point. And the sea looks very choppy, I have to say. Right, I want to try some of this on my Yeti, actually. He needs some Longbeard Grey, actually, this dude. That really sort him out. Well, I don't know. I really don't. Don't know what to do next. I want to get the painting challenge done, but other things crop up. I want to work on my Dwarven Pugilist. I got him because I know that one of the elements of my next RPG campaign is going to contain a fighting arena of sorts. So, well, I'll put him as one of the contestants, as it were. Sorry if I'm sniffing as well. It's all to do with this congestion. I do apologise. Cool thing about these live videos, though, like I say, go straight up on YouTube. That saves me a bunch of time and helps me to get the work done on this challenge. And although this dude is not part of it, I'm enjoying working on him as well. I've got my Elven Thief as well to work on. All these little bits. I just need time. I just need the time. So I win the lottery. But you can't win the lottery for time, isn't it? Yeah. And I could really get going on stuff. So if I do carry on with the Dwarves of Fangorn, I'll probably still continue using Mythic, first edition Mythic, rather than switch to like the upgraded system halfway through or whatever. I think, you know, one sort of campaign or whatever, one setting, so one set of game mechanics. I've got so many videos to make on the RPG stuff, it's untrue. Got a bit of a backlog on a notebook somewhere of videos I want to make. Oh, come on, dude. Scraping off some glue. Oh yeah, Proud says, yeah, first edition Mythic is cool for solo. Second edition is just extended version of the same. Yeah, I think they scaled back on the probabilities a little bit though, didn't they, on the fate chart? I don't think there's quite so many options on there, which actually makes things a little easier. But I am going to stick with first edition to finish the series off because that's what I started it with, so I will finish it with that one. Right, I think that's got most of it off there. Not entering him for any competitions or anything. He's just going to be a, you know, little game piece for me anyway. So that's cool. Right. What colour? What colour primer do I use for him? I think I'm going to be cheating, do the speed paint thing on him, so I think grey. A grey primer for him. And what do you know, my primers are over there. Just enjoying my coffee for a minute. Yeah. Well, I hope you're getting to work safe, Brian, and that all is well. I hope the traffic's not too bad, etc. I drove to see my mum yesterday, which is near here. It's in a place called Honiton, like the other side of a moor. We've kind of got a moorland in between us, and to get across it, there's like narrow farm lanes and things you've got to drive across. And coming back was the first time, because my wife doesn't like driving in the dark, you see, and a lot of people don't. My brother doesn't. I mean, I'm not keen on it because, you know, eyesight and that these days, and I don't drive much these days anymore anyway. But and I know my wife's going down to Plymouth next week, and she was worrying about the coming back in the dark, whether she could go back down and back in a day. So we were kind of saying, what sort of time would it be? Probably about Habs4 sort of time. And I was out driving it around that time, and it's like, yes, it's dark, you put your lights on, but it's not like pitch black. So I thought that's quite cool, because it's obviously starting to get a bit lighter here now, so that's good. So that was a little bit encouraging. Oh yeah, coffee done. Warhammer mug look, which I got for Christmas. I'm going to head over there. It's difficult to do when it's on camera. And grab my primer. Be right back. White or grey? We'll go grey. Grey. The only thing with the lighter primers is they bubble. They are actually better coming through an airbrush. And that, I've got to get my airbrush sorted, maintained and cleaned again. I haven't used my airbrush since I've been here, and I've been here a year. I haven't used an airbrush in over a year. I'll have to set it up and get going and practice and, you know, just get my feel for it again, sensitivity, etc. But anyway, yeah, so I can paint my Thunderbird 2. That will have to be done by airbrush. Right. Grey primer. So spending most of this live stream shaking paints. People are tuning in. I should just title the video like watching Pete shake paint, you know? Right. Just put way too much primer in there. Yeah, see me. Use a W lot size 4 for the priming. Okay. I have to do a double take in the future to see that he is actually primed, because priming models grey, sometimes you're not sure whether they're primed or that's just the colour of the plastic. You've got to take it really slow and gentle with these, not overload your brush if you're doing it by hand, otherwise you get bubbles. Unless you're using a really dark grey or black, and then you're fine. But white and grey is terrible for bubbling, you know, air bubbles. You got to get rid of them because they don't look nice. They look decidedly bad on a model when it's dry. Yeah. So I'm just on this outfit, by the way. This is all old clothes that I reserve for painting in, so I don't get paint on my good stuff. So I get changed out of my good stuff. I put these on when I'm hobbying. I've been burnt too many times. Had a decent top on, got paint on it. Ah, nothing worse. Yeah. So yeah, so I drove over to see my mum yesterday. Finished work and went over to see her. Fed the car park cat, went over to see her. We had a bit of a chat. It was her birthday the other day, so I took over this gift I got for her. It was like a coat thing, and of course it was the wrong size, so I brought it back with me, and I've exchanged it now. So sorry about that. I'll bring the new one over next time. So I'll have to take that over with me next time. Typical. I'm not very good when it comes to judging sizes on clothes of people, you know. I'm trying to get a good angle for this with the lights. So many lights. The trouble is, the more lights you have, the more shadows you end up with. And yeah. Summertime, it won't be as bad. It'll be bright sunshine coming through the window, streaming through the window, I'm sure. The only thing then is, of course, I won't be in anyway. I'll be out at the beach or whatever. I can see us spending a lot of time at the beach this summer. I heard we're going to have a really hot summer when it comes, and I believe that. It's usually the way after a harsh winter. But I think I've been quite lucky this winter so far in terms of ice and snow, and that we haven't really had much of either. It's the ice that scares me. Even just trying to walk on it, like, you know. Very, very slippery. I'm not good on ice, particularly with my condition. Bad, I don't feel normal. normal weather and the normal circumstances. So if you start throwing ice into the mix, that's a recipe for disaster. It really is. Anyway. Yeah, just trying to get this. It's not as easy as it seems. It's not just a case of slapping on the paint. It's not. It's carefully applying the paint and extracting all the air bubbles from the surface, so the surface tension is even over the whole entire model. Otherwise, like I say, it just looks horrible when you try and paint over that. Not good at all. There's little nooks and crannies where the bubbles formulate. I bought a new book today. I finished one today, and I bought a new one today in the same series. Just like a detective murder mystery thing. It's not normally the sort of genre I read, but I started reading it. I started reading this genre before Christmas, just for something different. Not that I get fed up with the fantasy stuff. It's just that when I edit like the stuff, it's not like I don't get bored with it. It's just it's nice to have a change sometimes. Just not used to it, and it doesn't make me feel like I've got to edit and analyze everything I'm reading, which is great. Absolutely fantastic. I feel like I can switch off when I read, as opposed to analyze it. If you know what I mean. Right. Holy, holy, holy. Okay. Think he's done for priming. I think. I think so. Yeah, I think I've got most of the bubbles out there. If you can see that. He's doing alright. Yeah. So my Dwarven Pugilist is now primed. Cool. Cool beans. Right. Okay. How's about doing some work on the cultists? And what could I do? Well, for starters, I'm going to give him yellow hair. I just am. It's the way I roll. Drake yellow, in contrast, is great for blonde hair. Absolutely fantastic. Highly recommend it. Because he's primed in grey, so that will be good. Mini Warmutt. Alright, at the job site, have a great weekend. Paint, paint, paint. Have a good one, Brian. Have a good one. I hope conditions are good for you to do your job. Favourable. Right. Contrast paints. Not so difficult to shake up, are they? So I'll use a smaller brush for this one. Tri-grip, but a 3/0 size. Nice. This is good. Do you know what I love about this is I can see the exact time it's taking me to how long I've been on for. Whereas when I'm filming on my cameras, I have to rely on my microphone. So I've got a display because I can't see what my camera is saying. The screen is too small. I used to have them set up to a monitor in my studio in Plymouth at one point, but in the end I decided to get rid of it. I needed the space more than I needed the monitor. sure you can relate. Oh dear. You know, it's shocking. I was only saying today, I think I've spent less time in my hobby shop down the road this month than I have since I've been living here. That's just not on. That's just not right, is it? You know, never right. He's giving him some blonde hair. Don't think anybody else has got hair, so that's that. What did you do? I painted some hair on my cultist. Wow, really coming on then. There. Nope, wrong one. Yellow. Okay. Okay. Okay, Abaddon. What colour does it suggest on the box for your centerpiece there? Well, that would be lead belcher. Excuse me. Oh, you're a big yawn. Ah. Right. Okay. Yeah, maybe. What I am going to do, I'm going to paint the gold bit in the middle there, like his giant belt buckle thing. I'm not going to paint it, I'm going to wash it with thinking of a red tone. Red tone. Quick shade red tone. That'll do. Well, not that'll do. Yeah, that'll be good. Right, so, well, I've had 3 likes on this stream, so that's great. Thank you. Thank you for helping out by bashing that like button. That really helps to get YouTube promoting the video more. So that's good. Thank you. Appreciate that. Right. Red tone. Forgotten what this one is actually like, so this will be a laugh. This will be fun. I'm going to use the same brush for this. Far too much red tone on here, but that's okay. There we go. I'm going to leave him on his back whilst that dries, because otherwise the wash will pool too much. But that's looking quite good. Yeah, it really is. I'm also going to put a slither of red tone across the chest emblem of this fallen Space Marine on Abaddon Space. And I'm going to put some into the sort of flaming torch thing that's sticking at the ground. Yeah, that works good. So, as I said earlier, my wife and daughter are downstairs watching whatever they're watching. And I'm up here doing some hobby. Our plan later this evening is to sit down and play some games, like board games, that kind of thing. So that'll be good. Our friend came up the other week and we did that and we had a really good time. It was great. Okay. Okay, so oops, that's there. Is there anything else I could put red tone on? I wonder what it look like on Yeti's horns. No. In his mouth though. Yeah. Just these subtle little areas that make all the difference. Right. Right. He's had one wash on his skin and he's been dry brushed as well. So I think I want to put red wash over the top of that. Okay. Use my size 1 brush. That way I can build up this effect. It's a really large area for skin on this model. Almost glazes it then. Yeah, that's going to be a great effect. Then I can just like wash, dry brush, wash, dry brush, highlight. That's the plan. This is good. Do you know, it's lovely thinking to myself, I haven't got to render this video at the end. It will do it for me automatically. Lovely jubbly. So my good buddy on YouTube, JamJar43, is nearly at the point where he can do live streams himself now. He just needs, I think he said he needed 50 subscribers for it. So if we could go over and make sure, if you're not subbed to him, he did have a channel called JamJar34, but that he had to set up a new channel and basically start from scratch, as he wasn't able to get into his old account. But I know he loves doing the live streams and that, so you know, if we could, I think he's nearly there. If we could get him up to 50 subs, he can start doing what he loves doing and do his live streams again. That'd be great. The thing with me is I miss a lot of live streams because of different time zones and things. I just don't get to see them. You know, and tiredness and whatever else. I do catch sometimes the end of one or something like that, you know. It always feels good when I'm able to watch a full-on live stream. It makes me feel good. The fact that I actually caught it live, and it's, yeah, you can watch it after the fact, but it is nice to catch a live stream live, as it were. So I've thought about doing a live P&Q again, because my last live P&Q went down quite well. I don't know what the life expectancy of P&Q is, Still enjoy doing them. I just don't think they're watched as much these days. But that's fine. That's absolutely fine. But I do. I just, you know, without the questions, I can't do them really. I always worry when I set about or putting up that I'm going to do one in case I don't get any questions, and then I'm like struggling. I remember when I was like first into YouTube, the P&Q, the Q&A type videos were all the rage, you know. Everyone was doing them. They're popular. They go through phases, doesn't it? Yeah, it's weird. There we are. I think that's his skin. Populated with wash. Now that's going to take some time to dry. Okay. Back up to 2 watches now. That's cool. That's really cool. Been watching I started watching something on YouTube. This guy, have you seen it? I don't know if you do like mysteries and weird stuff and that kind of thing. I love all that stuff. And started watching this guy that's like sort of claims to have woken up in a hospital, and he's the only one there. No one's around. It's almost like he's in a different dimension. He's the only person on Earth. You know, no life anywhere, and people are challenging him to go to places and and I look at it thinking, well, you must be the best video editor I've ever seen, or it's like the biggest production, because I just cannot, for the life of me, work it out how he does it. It's a Spanish dude. I can't pronounce his name, but I might be able to find him on my phone. Hang on a minute. If I go to YouTube, just in case anybody's here he is. Right. So this is his channel. He's on TikTok as well, I believe. Yeah. People like challenge him to go to a supermarket, go to a police station, go to an airport, you know, that kind of thing. And he just does it. He even went to a zoo, no animals there, you know. I think he's made it to Rome now, so I think someone's challenging him to go to the Vatican and see what's in there and show us the secrets. I don't know. It's just brilliantly done, absolutely brilliant. Either that or it's real. You know, incredible. Right. Got sidetracked a bit there, didn't I? Pop that over there. Yeah, I like watching weird videos. I like watching creepy stuff. I try to creep myself out at night as well. Like someone will try and spend the night in a haunted building or whatever, or a haunted cave in the middle of nowhere. You know, it's supposed to be I don't know. A load of miners were killed or something, and their ghosts haunt the mine shafts and all that. You know, I love all that stuff. Spooky stuff. I love trying to freak myself out. Don't know why. Look what I found. Lead belcher. That means I can do Abaddon's chest. I think he might be dry enough on his front belt bit for me to try that now. It's not sounding very full. Hope there's enough in there. If not, oh well, whatever. Whatever. Okay. Need a proper glooping brush for this. There's a little bit in there. I'm just popping a little bit into my palette. Obviously you can hear the ball bearing that I was rattling around in there. Right. And it's going to pop a little bit of airbrush thinner. 2 drops. Actually that was 3. I always do more than I need to thin it down. There we are. And there's a different water pot I'm using for the metallics. Urgh. I used to use a bowl at one time, but got the proper Citadel pots now, and I quite like them because they got the ridges on, clean the brush off with. Okie dokie. So Abaddon. Still a little bit wet there, but I'm going to get the tubes on his chest, try and get them done. Right, so not easy. Not easy, my friends. So I'm literally trying to stay on camera and do this. I could do with another cup of coffee, yeah. That's the only thing about live shows, you know, you got your kind of captive to your environment for the length of time you want to do it for. I've always liked the flexibility of stopping a video, editing a video, you know, stopping and starting as I see fit. It suits my purpose. If I'm not feeling too well, or I just need to stop for 5 minutes, I can do that. I don't have that luxury on a live stream, but I have to admit, live streams are fun for their quickness, their kind of instant availability straight up onto YouTube. Love it. But I do enjoy my paint along series. Some people find it strange that I have 2 different series, one called On the Bench and one called On the Beach. They're pretty much the same. On the Beach is slightly higher quality and is filmed primarily in the summer season. On the Bench is slightly lower quality. That's just because I tend to film more of them. For quickness of rendering, because my time is literally very limited. I wish it wasn't, but it is. So anytime I can save on the rendering and editing and that, I'll take it happily. So I'm looking at the box art. Not seeing what that is. Alright, whatever. There's a shop here in Seaton called Four Seasons, which I should have done a shout out for long ago, and I feel guilty and awful that I didn't. I haven't told so many I want to get around to doing, but I really wished I'd done that one because they are located right next to where the Audi got built here, and for the longest time ever they were literally in the middle of a building site and no customers weren't there, and it's destroyed them. It was their last day of training today, and I think that's awfully sad. Aldi refused to compensate them, even though it is their fault that they got no foot traffic hardly at all this summer. And it's just such a shame. And I said to them, I'm so, sorry. I wished I could help you. If I was in a position to help you, I would. I really would. I hope they managed to. They say it's the end of them, but it's run by a mother and a daughter. And I think the mother's more pessimistic because been trading for 30 years and survived COVID and break-ins and that, but that just finished them. They put up a really sad note on the door. This is the end of us. We cannot come back from this. I think it's terrible on the part of Audi that they didn't help them, because now they probably would have got some half decent foot traffic going on there now that the store has been built. But all summer it was just a building site. The way was blocked off a lot of the time. Yeah, it's just terrible. I feel for them, I really do. As a business, if I ever see them like opening up somewhere else, maybe I'll be putting a shout out for them for sure. So watch out for that one. Just trying to do bits of lead belcher whilst I've got it all on the go here. They have a couple of cute dogs as well in the shop, very, very cute. Yeah, look at that, that's pretty cool. Working on Abaddon. Okay. Decameta? Sorry if I'm butchering your name. It says this, how is this Abaddon? Yes, it's Abaddon. Abaddon or the spoiler. Just trying to block in base colours at the moment. Yeah, but it is Abaddon. And working on his base as well. Don't think there's any more lead belcher for these guys. Maybe a little bit. The cultist. Yeah, I'm not trying to be super fancy with these cultists. I just want them done and on the table, because everything I do for Chaos is going to be going towards my Fall of Cadia table representation. That's what I'm going to be doing. That'll be a big table setup for the Fall of Cadia. Now I know technically a lot of the stuff I'll be putting on here from Chaos, they weren't at the Fall of Cadia, but it's kind of my world, my rules. I just don't have enough of one thing to make my Cadians feel overwhelmed at the moment. If anything, it should be the chaos that feels overwhelmed, because I've got more Astra Militarum than anything else. Possibly even more. Well, I don't know. Might be on a par with my Tyranids. I've got a lot of them. And I've got my Leviathan box set, so I've got even more unbuilt. And that's pretty terrifying. I bought a new coat today from Four Seasons shop, because they were last day of trading today and everything's like half price or less, and you know, just trying to help out where I can. But I bought a light jacket for the summer, for those sort of cool summer nights when you go out maybe to the bar or whatever, and you want a jacket, but you know, because I've only got big, thick, heavy coats otherwise. But this jacket is just like a light jacket, and that's cool. This Sunday, tomorrow, yeah, tomorrow. A couple of our friends, or one of our friends, it's her birthday, so they're going to be down one of the local bars celebrating. I said, oh yeah, promise I'll pop in. Can't stop too long because I mean my wife can't drink because she's driving tomorrow. She's driving out to Plymouth. Right. Buckles on his boots though. Ah, how are we doing? How are we doing? Any more for any more? Yeah, if I can get this painting challenge done, I will be a very happy man. It's the mini Warmutt Great Mini Painting Challenge, so I want to get it done. But even if I don't manage to get it done, I will be proud of what I've achieved. And that will be a load of paint on models that I don't have to do again. So there. Just got to wait for Abaddon to dry a bit before I can move on to his. Just going through these cultists here. Cool. Yeah, that's looking good. These models are all at what I refer to as the messy stage. I find that very difficult to get through. It's a difficult stage. So everything looks rubbish at the messy stage. Or it does on my messy stage. Come on. I don't even know what it's meant to be metallic or not, but In my world, I've decided it's going to be those. That's it. These cultists were the first things I put together in ages, and that seems like an eternity ago now. Alright, I hear my cat yowling. He's obviously not happy. Not happy about something. The Yeti doesn't have any metallic. Don't think my female thief has anything metallic to add. Yeah, I'm gonna dagger handle. Pop that on there. Ooh, that's good. Looks like she's not part of the painting challenge, but I'm still getting her done. Well, that ain't bad, you know, that ain't bad. Huh. I think I could call her done. Good enough for tabletop. Anyway, maybe a couple more highlights on the chest plate. But looking alright. Looking alright. Okay. I think Longbeard Grey will be next. Mostly for the Yeti, but also for the Abaddon's base. You know, Longbeard Grey. It's my favourite off-white, really. Yeah, it is an off-white or a very, very light grey. I think I might need some new paper towel for this one. There we go. Right. Take an old Citadel dry brush, large one, for the Yeti. Dab it into the paint. Perfect. Right. Moment of truth. When the dark Yeti, hopefully, starts to become lighter. Well, it certainly is going on okay. That's cool. Oh, my cat is really yowling. I think you might want to come in. I could go and see if he wants to come in, actually. I'm just going to finish up on the Yeti's fur here first. It's probably because they're ignoring him downstairs. Mind you, what time is it? No, he would have had his dinner by now. So yeah, looking a bit more the base of Abaddon. Well, I have to say, this is turning out quite well. Loving the base. Cool. Happy with that. Happy with that. But I do need to clean my dry brush now. So, soap. And yes, it's ordinary soap. It's not special brush soap. It's just soap. Any old soap will do. Really well. Save yourself a fortune. I got I bought Master's brush cleaner when I first started the hobby. Cost me an arm and a leg, and just a normal for pence. Normal household soap. You know, just does the job. Gets the paint out, cleans the brush. Any soap will do on water-based paints. Wipe my hand off. There we go. Good as new. Clean my soap off. I don't know why I'm doing that. What am I doing that for? Oh dear. Ugh. I know that's a new piece of kitchen towel, but I'm being, you know, extravagant. I'm getting another new piece. Heck, I bought it. I like dirty paper towel. I'm going to see if I'm just going to go and see if my cat is outside. Lucian, come on in. Come on in. He was outside, but I've opened the door now, so he's got the option of coming in should he wish to. I don't know what to do next. I just don't. Well, trouble is everything I'm waiting to dry here now. Come on. Looking at my elven thief again. Come on then. Right, so what colour is this? Tanned leather. I'm going to use it. It's probably quite a thin paint again as well, like the other Master Series paints are. They seem to be quite thin. Don't need much in the way of thinning down, if any. Okay. Right, so yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's not bad actually. Oh, she's got some rope in her hand. She's holding some rope in her hand, so I can get on with painting with that whilst I'm running out of ideas for what else to do on her. Racar flesh. Do the rope in racar flesh. And dampness of the brush, because it's such a small area, doesn't really warrant fitting down on that one. This is good. I will film another video over the course of the weekend. I really need to do another one of my RPG Kickstart videos, like the next one. There. That's the rope done. Excellent. I've got to do the base of her base. The rim of her base. That's what I meant to say, the rim of her base. I can't do that yet. Because I need a holder. Feeling so lazy today. Right. That's fine, I'll just pop her over there. Okay, what's next on the agenda? Oh, tanned leather will highlight his skin quite well, I think, on his hands. So put that one back. He says it will anyway. It's not a huge contrast, but well, he's got a few more areas on his hand than you would suspect, actually. This is more like tidying up than highlighting. This colour is so similar to whatever he was painted in originally. It definitely wasn't this pink. I haven't opened this bottle for a long time. I would remember that. That's alright. Needed tidying up anyway. Looking forward to playing games this evening. It'll be good. Good fun. Yeah, that'd be good. Oh, I'll check his feet too, hadn't I? Yeah, Coming on. Coming on. Right. So, any of you working on any painting challenges, or is it just me today? I'm going to paint the handle of this cultist club. Just going to paint what I had earlier. That will be a good wood effect. I don't normally do painting challenges. I normally shy away from them because of time constraints, but yeah, I thought I'd do this one. I need some sort of accountability to get this done, else it never will be. I might have to shut the door over. I was hoping the cat would come in, but he's not. If I'm going to get up and shut the door, I'm going to get a holder for my elven thief, so that will work. I'm going to do that. T5 campers, hello there. Hello T5 campers. I'm just going to shut the door and get a lid. He's gone anyway, right. Just a lid to put my thief onto. There we go. Do you know, I think I'll put some shade wash on her base actually. So let's do the old Agrax Surf shade, shall we? Actually, I'm sure I've got a brown wash somewhere. I've got Two Thin Coats Battle Mud Wash. Stop it. Let's use that. Battle Mud Wash. Let's do that, shall we? So, it's getting darker out the window, which is right in front of me. Literally, you are positioned right in front of the window there. So, the only thing with these Two Thin Coats bottles is oftentimes the ball bearing thing that's in it gets in the way of the nozzle. Do you know, I think I've popped that on top of other paint. Yes. How remiss of me. There. That's better. You know that lead belcher I had in my palette? Oh yeah, it's got Battle Mud Wash on it then. Because it does. Oh man, I'm such a div. I mean that in the best possible way. Now she truly has got some stuff to dry. Okay. Definitely be varnishing her. Okay. Skulls. Skeleton horde, that's what I need. The skull on Abaddon's belt thing there, or the chain coming off of his belt. Skeleton horde, here we come. That's the skeleton horde on the skull. Again, we'll let that one dry. I think I might do his fur, the sort of grey fur. Definitely need to change the water after this session. It's getting quite skanky down there. Right. Oh, goodness me. I wish the weekends were longer, you know. Seem to go too quick. Fly by way too quick. Right. Thinking I want to paint the rim of Abaddon's base. I'm going to need a slightly bigger holder, so I'm going to attach one of these. Just a bit of scenery I was working on. Some more blue tack to pop on it. Right. Place this onto the holder. There we go. There. Now, I need brown. Steel Legion drab. Yeah, that's what I need. Paint this on. Then I'm thinking of calling his base done. W-Lot size 4 brush. Okay, here we go. Difficult in this light. Once your bases are done, your models start to take on a slightly more finished look, to my mind. So probably need 2 coats. You know. I was coming back home yesterday across the like the farm lanes and across the moor, and when I break out onto the main road heading towards Seaton itself, see the iconic landmark water tower, I just thought to myself, man, I love where I live, where I began. It still feels like it's a part of a dream sometimes to me, like the fact that I came back. Can't quite believe it. So I spent most of my life in a city, you know, living in the city life, not enjoying it, but always trying to adapt to city life, it seemed. And now I'm back here. Yay! Well, that's good enough for the first coat. Close the lid on that. Right, so we're at 3 watches at the moment. I mean, it fluctuates, goes up and down. I think 4 is the most I had. Oh, I've got 4 again. I think 4 is the most I've had during this stream. People come on and they go off and whatever else, and that's fine. It's just the way of it. It's just the way of it. Oh, we're up to 5 now. Very good, very good. Steel Legion job. So I'm guessing you folks are just using this as a background filler, which is kind of what it's meant to be, I guess. God, it's really getting dark out there now. I'm tempted to close the blinds. I'm going to close the blinds. There, I've shut out the darkness. I've just got the darkness in here. No, that's not bad. Not bad, not bad. Oh my goodness. I could have done Rackar flesh on the end of his club. And then paint the nails lead belcher after I wash it. Or wash it after with a black wash. Oh, excuse the yawning. Had a great night's sleep as well. I just wake up tired. Ah well, can't be helped. And these cultists, I'm tempted to do their base to make them look a bit more done, because I'm sick of looking at them. They just look horrible at the base. So I'm thinking of doing that. Yeah, I am. Well, I guess it'd be one of these. Astrogranite debris. Okay, now let's get serious. I need a fairly sturdy brush, but not a decent brush. Where am I going to find that? I mean, it's true I could just use the texture tool, which I've got there, but I do find brushes give you more control over it. So that is what I'm going to do. Right, Astrogranite debris is going on the base of my cultists right now. Good old Astrogranite debris. What am I up to? Or down to 4 subscribers. So Anybody got any other hobby stuff planned for the weekend? Whether it's just painting or watching videos or gaming, what have you got planned? That's my question to you. There we are. That's one done. One done, 4 to go. I see there's a lot of issues going on with Games Workshop at the moment, and everybody's up in arms about all the scalping that's going on. I don't think you can ever really stop that. It's just, they try, can't they? But it doesn't seem to be working. I think you'll always have that issue. Whether you're Games Workshop, whether you're selling tickets to a concert, it doesn't matter. You'll always have scalpers trying to take advantage of, if I say the innocent, that makes it sound very dramatic. But you know what I'm saying. It just sucks. They look so much better when you do their bases. Makes it seem like you're getting somewhere. Did I say I bought a new book today? Yeah, I think I did. Murder mystery genre. Finding it quite fascinating, actually. Easy read. I haven't read, I went for a long period of time not reading fiction at all, really. The only thing I ever read was non-fiction. A bit like my dad in that respect. He only ever read non-fiction. Yeah, when I was younger, I used to read fiction all the time. But yeah, getting back into it now, it's fun. Two left to do on this. How long have I been going? An hour and 8. It's bad. It's not bad. Nice. I love how these live shows, they seem to go by quite quickly. Before you know it, an hour's gone by. It's like, whoa, where did that hour go? But for some reason, I feel like I get more work done on my painting challenge on a live stream than I do on on the bench or on the beach or whatever. The conventional paint along video. I don't know why. Don't know. Right, down to the last cultist to do his base. This is, I'm just trying to get the light. Ha! Yeah, I jump around topics quite a bit when I'm doing this. I feel years ago I didn't script my on the benches, but I kind of bullet pointed topics that I would want to talk about. I think that worked quite well. I think maybe I should start doing that again, and for these, because I know exactly what I want to talk about, or what topic I want to talk about then, for a while at least, depending on how long you go, of course. But right, there we go. My cultists all have astrogranite debris on their base. And that is super cool. Right, I've got to try and clean up the lid of this. In fact, I might take the lid off. Yeah, else it gets too messy, and I can't shut the lid. You see, it gets too clogged up with paint. Then it all dries out, and then I end up chucking half of the pot of paint away, which is no good in anybody's financial situation. Certainly no good for me. Come on. There's a lot of dried up paint here. And this stuff doesn't peel off like the conventional paints. It sort of crumbles. Very messy. I'll have to hoover in here next week. Don't know, been asked, do I miss my old man cave? No, not really. I've got a perfectly adequate one here. It's not, you know, it's not as big as my old man cave. Don't think it is anyway. It's going to be a little bit more intelligent about storage. It's not as long as my old one. It's wider though. So I don't know, maybe it makes up for it there. Who can say? Right. No, it shuts a little easier, but not a lot. Okay, try and clean up the mess now. I really am itching for another cup of coffee. But I'm not going to do that until after the stream. I'm not going to leave you guys hanging. There we go. Definitely going to need a hoover in here. Probably next week. Right. Okay. Wash that brush off. Thought I had someone outside then. Someone's knocking on the door. Do excuse me one moment.
Are you filming? Live. Sorry.
All right. It's okay. Just someone knocking on the door. Just tell them I'm live right now. That's the only other thing with live shows, isn't it? You've got to be. Years ago I used to have a thing that said live on air, like a sort of radio presenter thing. I used to hang outside the door so that people wouldn't come knocking on the door or barging in and whatever else. But looking at what I've got done here, I've got quite a lot done. So I could actually wrap things up now, which would be kind of a good place for it, I guess, because a lot of what I've done is still drying, and I'll try and show you each one. So I'm waiting. Yeah, I'm still waiting for his skin to dry now. Part of the painting challenge. And I've just done all these cultists, the bases with astrogranite debris. Okay, so that's, and a couple of them have been done. So I've done all their bases. I've done a couple of points of lead belcher, and on him I did the handle of his club, brown for the wood. Oh, and his hair, done his mask, and obviously the base, and this bit of his backpack. All this is waiting to dry. his base and his base. Stand up, stand up, stand up. Did a dry brushing on the earth on Abaddon's base and the rim. I did the rim in Steel Legion Drab. Abaddon himself did some work on the set central thing, lead belcher there, and a wash on his belt there, just to give it a bit of a red tinge before I highlight it later on. So that's good. He's coming on there. That's good. Dry brushed some more a lighter colour onto the Yeti, so he's a bit more like a snow beast, wandering through the snow there. I just got a couple more highlights doing his horns and skin. Then I'm calling him done. Let's not forget this isn't part of the painting challenge, but my Dwarven Pugilist, I got him primed, so that's good. And finally, my Elven Thief. I just did a little bit on her base and her breastplate and the rope she's carrying in her hand there. So yeah, all in all, not bad. Oh, and I did on the Fire Giant, I did his belt as well, and I started doing his belt. But yeah, gotta wait for all these models to dry. Nothing else I can do on them at the minute. They're all too wet really to be messing about with. So yeah, I'm probably gonna call it here. I'll wash my brushes out. Start doing that with my household soap and some water. Just wash each of these brushes out. Making sure it's ready for next time. And next time I'm going to, he says, set it up more professionally. No, more organised, so that I'm ready to go, and see if we can have a bit of more of a conversation going. I can find some more interesting things to talk about. Yeah, we mentioned the Dwarves of Fangorn. It's nice to know actually that series was quite liked and is still talked about in some circles. It's good to know. But yeah, I'll do that. I'll put my when I've healed from this congestion thing and I can hear properly, I can hear myself better, I can start getting my GM voice back again. And you know, playing the characters again. That'll be good. Alright guys, I think I'm nearly there. Oh, while I've got you here, so I was thinking, and I mentioned it on another video, that I might do a live stream maybe once a month. I'm thinking, and I've done this marks 2 now in the month of January that I'll have done 2 videos, 2 live streams in January, which is really cool. I must remember to sit near the mic. I don't have my remote microphone here for these live streams. I did look into getting a microphone for the iPad, but it's not working, so but we'll see. I'll think of something anyway. What else? I think might be going on to, what time is it now? It's 5 o'clock. It's probably time for something to eat and see what games we want to play this evening. So we're going to play some games, my family and I. and I shouldn't neglect them much longer really whilst the daughter's up. She's only staying for till tomorrow. She's going back tomorrow. So yeah, so I got quite a bit done there on this. This was to help get my painting challenge undergo. So keep an eye out there. Like I say, I am thinking of doing these live shows once a month. So there'll be one in February and then March and so on. But any other times, you know, it'll just be as and when, you know, it'll just be impromptu. But I'm going to work out proper days and that for hopefully give some warning, then say, look, I'm going to go live on such and such a date or such and such a time, and let's talk about some stuff. Yeah, so thanks ever so much for watching along with me. I hope you got some stuff done as well, you know, ridding your world of the unpainted models that gather, seem to multiply as they do. And yeah, I feel a little bit better about my painting challenge now. A bit better than when I started anyway. Every time I do something like this, a session like this, brings me that bit closer to a finishing line. Will I ever cross it? I don't know, but time is cracking on. I mean, what is the date today? The 17th? Is it? I don't know. It's over midway through the month anyway. So am I on track? Depends how complete you want your models, doesn't it, really? Ideally, I'm not on track, ideally, because I like to paint my models to a slightly higher standard than just tabletop. Abaddon, I never know how to pronounce his name. Type in the comments, Abaddon. And once I've got his base colours blocked in, I can start highlighting. Maybe I can paint him to a higher standard. Who knows? He's the leader of the Chaos Force for my Fall of Cadia table representation, which I'm going to do. Just kind of loads of chaos. It's basically just going to be loads of chaos against loads of Astra Militarum or Cadians, because that's what I've got. So try and recreate Cadia on the tabletop and play through some of the scenarios in the book. Plan. Pop some of these away while I'm here. Skeleton Horde. That'll be a flesh paint. I'll put that in with the flesh. Don't know why. All the bone stuff I put in one. There we go. Ta-da. Right, guys, I'm going to head off. Now, hey, do you want to see me how dark it gets when I turn off all the lights? I can do it live. Watch how dark it gets. I mean, I don't even know myself how dark it's going to get. Right, ready? Right, first light's off. Barely noticeable. Next light. Next light. Next light. Next light. Wow, that's quite a difference. And the bench in front of me is quite dark. I'm watching it a little bit behind the time. I'm there now as well. Doesn't look too bad on the screen, but believe me, it's quite a difference here. Put some lights back on again. Nearly all of them. I'll go on. Pop them all on. Oh, that's better. See what I'm doing now? I know on the screen doesn't look that much of a big deal, but it is, trust me. I'm just farting around now. Alright, I'm gonna wind up now. thanks for watching. I know it's only been like an hour and 25. And I know some people like longer live shows. If you don't know about my paint along videos, my on the benches and on the beaches, do check them out. Around about an hour long. I do aim for an hour, but it's difficult because I know that it's going to get shorter when I edit it. I try to edit out long, big gaps of silence, which I can't do live, obviously. And so ultimately, whatever I film is probably going to be at least 10 minutes shorter than the amount of time I film. So I try to film for about an hour and 10. But there are times like now where I've come to a sort of an impasse where I can't really do anything till my models are dry for me to comfortably handle them. So I've got to call it a day there. That's another thing, planning out these videos, get the models I want to paint lined up and work out exactly what I want to do before I do it. But it's got me another video, and thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting me. I appreciate each and every one of you. I really do. So there will be more videos in the future, live or otherwise. Just put in the comments, you know, if there's anything in particular you want to see, or go through or talk about, you know, anything like that. And yeah, so I am going now, guys. So have yourselves a good one. Have a good rest of your day. Have a good rest of your session. And I will see you out there, I guess. Right. Thank you so much. I'm stopping streaming. Bye-bye.